Hey guys, welcome back to Flying with Planethead. I am still out here in Stain, of course. Um, some updates. It's been about 2 days since I made my last video. I've been working, but this is my first day off. Um, got some few things that I've been changing a little bit. Let's see here. What is my current? Got a total net worth of a little bit over 400 million ISK right now. After I think about 15 days. Did do a little bit of scouting today. Got found a nice little relic site. So I'm not sure how often your net worth goes up. I think it's every day, and I think it depends on what the prices are in certain areas. Not a big deal. In my scouting today, I was able to find, I think it was over here, a wormhole. Actually, I can tell you. A wormhole directly to LowSec, so I didn't have to jump through any multiple sites. I think it was WV. Let's see here. Da, 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 da. Yeah. It went straight to, um, and gosh, I'm going to butcher this. Uh, Head Giviter. Head Giviter. It's still open. I can't remember what the size of the ships are. Since I'm only flying frigates, doesn't really matter to me. But if anybody wants to use it, the only problem is that when you do go through it, it's in Heimatar. So let's just swing over here to the systems here, and there's Heimatar there. This is where it jumps you to. So it's literally one of the worst low-sec systems I think you could get to. I really only used it briefly. Jumped into Head Victor. If you notice here, it does have a connection straight to a small high-sec area here. Um, but then you've got to kind of get through some low-sec to get into um, the other parts of Heimatar. So you've got one, two, three at least. Then you would have to circle all the way around here to get to Rennes, which is your closest trade hub, big trade hub. I did do a quick search to see if there was anything out here as far as blueprints that I might want, and then I just jumped back through the wormhole. The only thing I really found, since it was in Minmatar space and I'm focused on a Mamar, was I got a little bit lucky and was able to find a blueprint for dual light pulse lasers. Now, I'm probably not going to use these a whole lot. They are your close range lasers, but I wanted to see um, what the difference would be between using pulse lasers versus the long range guns that I have been using. So I melted down some of the equipment that I've gotten off of people, and I've made 3 pulse lasers. So that's actually what I wanted to focus on today. The reason why I wanted to see what this was, number one, it never hurts to have blueprints with you, especially if you can get them out here pretty easily. I'm going to seed my different stations that I'm living in out here with different blueprints, so I always have something to do. It's always something to try out. But um, I've been having a little bit of an issue with my tracking, which I have upgraded my skills somewhat. You probably, if you remember the last video or the video before that, I was having to move in and out on some of the smaller frigates. Pulse lasers reduce your range, but they also up your tracking speed and damage a little bit. So you're putting yourself a little bit more in harm's way, but you're getting a little bit more damage. And uh, as I'm speed tanking, I'm forcing other people to speed tank. So what I want to do is increase my tracking ability to be able to hit them while they can't hit me. So I just wanted to try this out, see how it works out, see if it's any better. And so we'll go in here. And the first thing is, let's go find those suckers that we just built. I do always like to set up a side. There they are. So I'm going to stick them into my ship here, the Executioner. And we'll make her active. Now, I could look at the numbers just straight away, which I'm going to do, but I also like to at least try things out. And why not try them out at lower levels, at low cost, so that you know which areas you want to spend your money on to get better at. So let's just take a look at my ship. Again, just a basic fit here. I'm going to drop in my um, multispectral, um, I'm sorry, multi-frequency things here. Oh wait, I want to see what damage I'm doing. I haven't been able to kill as much as I wanted to out here, so I haven't been able to upgrade my guns as much as I would like to. Um, but so right now we're at 86.2 DPS, and the tracking on these is about 100 to 130. So 86.2, 130. Let's just actually, you know what? Temp. I'm just going to make a temp note here. And I'll just use this for random stuff. So 86.2 damage and 100 to 130. The 131 is the weaker of my two guns that I have. Not the weaker, it's just a regular dual light beam laser. I'm going to be going with regular light dual pulse laser. So beam is your long range, pulse is your short range. These were two that I was able to abscond off of some wreckage, and they're a little bit better, as you see here. The targeting is better. So let's go ahead and drop those down here. Just want to keep an eye on them. And then we're going to drop in our pulse lasers that we just built. We, being me. Notice here, I think if I'm not mistaken, they use less capacitor. Let's just check that out. I'm sorry. It's another thing to keep an eye out for, because that might mean that we can throw some other stuff on here. So there. Let's look at the long range guns here. Yeah, and my power output. So those are a couple different things to keep an eye out for. Let's check out the power output. I really had very little power output left. Maybe by putting these short ranges on. Yeah, look at that right there. So we've got about a quarter of our power grid still available, and we've got, seems like, a little bit more room here for our capacitor. Let's drop in our frequency. So we're at 68.0 DPS. So my DPS actually went down. That's interesting. I was not expecting that. I thought my DPS would actually be up. Why did that go down? Extruded compact. I think that's all I did. Alright. Because I was at 86.2 and now I'm at 68. Interesting. Don't think of any skills that would have done this differently that I've trained into. I know there are skills that I can do to separate these two out. I really thought my short ranges would be faster. Well, we're going to go check it out. So we got that loaded up. Same ship, different guns. Let's go ahead and drop these off into the inventory here. Maybe the biggest part here is, even though I'm doing less damage per second, my tracking is going to allow me to hit them more often. So, because for every miss that I have, it basically halves the damage of my hits. So if I could always hit with my long range guns, then I would be doing more damage. So maybe that's a reason why the DPS is lower. Because DPS is only calculated on hits. So, okay. So go ahead and leave here. I'm not going to fight in this area here. I've got one thing to look for is there's two people in system with me. Nobody is docked up right now. Once we come off the... We'll go to a safe spot. Another little bonus that I learned today. Um, Coffee. Yep. I threw a little bit of cocoa powder or hot chocolate mix into the coffee mix. I'm kind of liking it. I know that's stupid, but I like it. It's super cold here. I've been stuck in the house. I did make a run to the supermarket, but it's been iced over all day, and it's going to be bad all night. So I'm just going to be hunkering down tonight, eating and playing video games. Um, cool, cool, cool. Okay, so we want to make sure we're going to hit our V to do our directional scanning. Nobody's at either one of the gates, so we're going to go up to RV here just to show you where I'm going. I am currently universe close, and then we're in staying here. So today we're starting off right here. Going to run up to RV and KP and see if there's no one in system so we can try these out at some of the asteroid belts. Okay, so there's some people here. So, not seeing anybody at the gates, so I'm just going to go straight to KP. Did try something out, something that I had talked about in a previous video. I was in an asteroid belt, warped in. There were some NPC frigates there, and a battleship, plus some mining barges for True Power, which is also the NPC group for Sanchez. I didn't fight the frigate, the mining ships. I just went after the frigates, and their defense fleet did warp in. So, okay. Nope, I don't want to do this on grid though. So, while I would like to go after these guys, don't want to never fight things on a belt or on a gate because anybody could warp through at any time. Good, good, good. Which time we got here? 12 minutes. Okay, I'm going to come back here. Why? Because I want to see. Actually, we're going to go check out these ships. The reason why I'm going to check these out and see if there's anything in them, because, and this is only months and months ago when I came back to play. One of the first, I was in low second. I went to check out some wreckage, and literally somebody had killed something in a belt and didn't realize that the things that they left were worth like 50 million ISK. I know it was. I think they were just ratting, and they didn't realize that they had killed. I think it was out in Losik, a shadow form of ship, an upgraded ship. They didn't realize it had escalated. Um, so I always check. Now these are just, I think, some regular guys here, but right now I'm taking anything I can get while I'm out here because if I can't use it, I'll melt it down to build something else. In the future, I might melt it down to build something else to sell that something else so I can get more stuff. Uh, good, good, good. So one thing I was thinking about with this area here and here and here, it's right in the middle of staying. Um, so any flyer throughs or somebody who needs something might want to pick up some regular items that they can't get here. So one thing to look at. Okay, what do we got here? Good, 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 good. Just take it. I don't care. Um, what I'll end up doing is making a note of things that I can get off the rats that are here because you're not going to sell that to the locals. But figure out what might they want that isn't offered out here easily. Now, there's probably some stations out here that people do offer them, but having a centralized location, that might be something I can make a few extra bucks off of. And most likely, if they want them, I want them too. Alrighty, so we got all this good stuff. Let's go check out the next belt. Asteroid belt. I rotate between going up and down the asteroid belts just so I, I stay inconsistent for other people. I usually like to go bottom to top. That way, while I'm getting used to it, oh, here we go. Okay, so we got a Sanchez monster, but we got some destroyers here. So let's kind of close that range there. Oh, I never did check. So these are all the same, so they can be grouped. Let's get our afterburner going. My range is 2500 to 46. 25 to 46, so I'm going to put my orbit to 1500. And I'm going to wait to target him. Let's see what happens. Just make sure our armor repair is going. Okay, we're within range. Big thing here is I'm not missing. Good. Keep an eye on the armor. Eye on local. Now I do have to get in closer on these guys, so it's putting me a little bit more at risk. So I'm going to go ahead and web scram him. Biggest thing for me here is to kill these destroyers as quickly as possible. I'm not missing at all, so that is probably the largest part here. My damage per second went down, but my tracking, and we're going to take a look at it once I get done with this. So there's two things I want to see here. So I feel like I'm able to kill these destroyers a little bit faster. I know the big one is the frigates. The frigates were the really time-consuming ones, because those were the ones I was missing a lot on. Good. Okay. Now, let's take on this demon. So, my tracking before was 100 to 130. My tracking now is 314. So that is a definite improvement. Now let's see. With the old guns and the old skills, I was able to take out a battle cruiser. I'm sorry, the lowest level battleship, but I was able to take out battle cruisers. These are battle cruisers. They took a little bit of time. But not a lot of time. This doesn't seem too bad. Let's see what happens when we get to the armor repairing part of them. So I'm betting these guys armor repair. Let's take a look here. So this is a demon. Okay, so this is important. Notice it seems like he is tanking my damage pretty well. Let's get my armor repair going. It might take me a while. I think I could probably kill him, but this is very important. So I think I was able to take out the frigates better because I was able to hit them. Well, I'm sorry, the destroyers. I didn't miss anything. So my assumptions might be right before. With these guys, they're bigger. So with my railgun, well, not my railguns, my beam lasers that are long distance, I wasn't missing as much on the bigger ships. Good. So there's your in and out there. Which one do you focus on? The one thing I'm thinking is to go with. Whoops, we got somebody just came in system, so let's not be dumb. I'm going to warp away because I learned what I wanted to learn. I can come back here and pick up that junk. So that's important. So to mitigate that, what I want to do is figure out how to get my beam laser tracking trajectory up higher so that I can hit the frigates better in my mind. So with where I'm at right now, because once I stop having the ability to I'm just gonna get my V for directional scan. Just want to keep an eye out what this guy's doing. Um, so with the beam laser itself, if I can up the tracking on those, then I can get more damage dealt because I'll be hitting them more often. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. I'm sure there's other things involved. Don't get me wrong, but every time there's something to learn. Good, good, good. Okay, anything else going on here? Kind of hoping this guy leaves. Go away. I'm gonna go see what's in those ships. Um, let's go ahead and kind of my next goal is to find next time I find a wormhole. I was doing this today. Was to start buying blueprints for rigs because all the salvage that I'm slowly accumulating through my relic site hunting has been pretty good. And maybe I can start building some rigs and sell those as well. I still need to buy some rigs to upgrade my executioner here. Um, and there's some things I can still do here. I can still upgrade this one gun here. Now that is the other part. The smaller guns give me power grid usage, so it would allow me to put another sucker in there. Okay. I was kind of hoping he would leave. Doesn't look like he's going anywhere. So let's head to jump. You know what? I think I'm going to leave it there. And then maybe make another video later on tonight or tomorrow. This was good info. I thought there was something else that I wanted to let you guys know about, but maybe I'll remember before the next video. Hope you have a great weekend. Um, fly safe, fly dangerous, fly however the heck you want. This is Planethead. If you want to catch from the beginning, I'll keep putting the playlist into of all the videos that I made in this series into the description. Feel free to follow that if you feel like it. And have a good one. Alrighty. Let's see here. Bye bye.